What's up, guys? It's your host, Mario Maitland, and you are listening to 93.9 FM. What's Next Kentucky Radio, back again for yet another episode with my man Jacob, subbing in for our co-host, Malik Winfrey. Like I said, we had him on a few episodes back, and now we're actually going to have him on again. So, man, it's good to see you. Good to hear from you on the radio once again.
It's great seeing you, man.
For sure, man. Thank you for coming back on the show to talk a little bit about, what's going on in Kentucky, because that's what we do here on What's Next Kentucky.
You know it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, man, how's your 4th of July, man? How's your 4th of July? Just coming off of 4th of July a few days ago. Was a crazy one. It was one of my craziest 4th of Julys, to be honest with you. I've experienced things that I've never really experienced.
What'd you do?
I was going to say, I actually was out of power. I was out of power for about 3 or 4 days. It was
you were
storm.
One of them, huh?
Yeah, it was that storm that came through. And I was actually out of power, so it was a 4th of July without power. It was interesting. What about you, man? How was your 4th of July?
I spent the few days before of the 4th of July with my fam, just chilling.
Yeah.
Really, I guess that was my 4th of July celebration, but we didn't do no fireworks or anything like that. I'm in Berea, Kentucky right now, and they have a really, really nice fireworks show. But
yeah, shout out to Berea if anybody listening. In Berea, Kentucky.
Berea is a nice small town.
Shout out to those Berea folks, man. We appreciate y'all if y'all listening, man. Go ahead.
I spent my 4th of July just grinding out, just studying because I got the MCAT coming up.
Yeah. I know you, Jacob.
It's tough.
You're a guy, you're trying to get into med school. That's your goal. Man, I hope your studying's going well for you, man. I know MCAT's a very tough test to go up against.
I think I'm at the spot where I need to be. I've not too much confidence, but enough anxiety to keep me going through it.
That's good. That's all that matters, man. It's the confidence. But yeah, I mean, 4th of July was crazy. I don't know, did any of the storms kind of hit you guys over there in Berea? What was that scene like over there?
It wasn't too bad. My dad owns a camper, and I stay there, and my mom and my nephew, who's really my bro, Braden, was up there. I was actually at work whenever it came, and their camper was still up whenever the storm's over, so couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, the crazy thing about that storm, like the past weekend, is that it lasted maybe 6 or 7 minutes, and like the intensity of it was like insane. But like, man, like the duration of it was just like 6 or 7 minutes. It went through so fast you wouldn't even notice it, and then like thousands of people in Lexington lost power. So
yes.
it's like it definitely. It was a strong storm. It was just really quick. That's the thing about it.
Did you see the Jacobson Park video up on Twitter?
I did not see that.
It looked like a hurricane, not a tornado. I'm just gonna say it looked like a freaking hurricane. It was bad.
Okay. Have you ever actually been in a hurricane before?
No.
I was gonna say I've been in. I'm from Florida, so if y'all don't know, I'm a Florida native. But I've been in a fair share amount of hurricanes, and man. The storms, I was surprised that, it knocked out power because it looked bad, but, I've seen far worse storms.
Yeah.
And to think, a 6-minute or 7-minute storm, like the way it was, just came through Lexington and knocked out, 28,000 people were out of power.
Yeah.
And there's still people today still out of power. So it's like, it's crazy. That whole, like, I won't forget this 4th of July because it was just crazy.
What surprised me was that normally it's Western Kentucky that gets all the bad storms and bad tornadoes. It's like Louisville, WKU, but it actually made its way over here, and it was like Lexington. Really bad.
Yeah, it's like we're not going to forget about Lexington. We got something for we got something for Lexington, man. But moving on, man, there's a lot going on in Kentucky. But outside of Kentucky, how about Joey Chestnut, man? The guy is
what a name.
He's very interesting.
Shout out his parents.
Shout out to Joey Chestnut, man. If you don't know Joey Chestnut, just look him up. Just Google him and you'll get to know him real quick. The guy's a hot dog eating. I don't even want to say
he eats everything.
He eats pretty much everything, like hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers. I seen him devour 32 Big Macs the other day, and I was like, what in the world?
He don't even look like he does that for a living.
No, he does it. I don't know how he does it. Did you get a chance to watch the hot dog competition?
No, I didn't. Unfortunately.
I didn't see much of it, but from the past competitions, like, it amazes me just seeing like how he eats it. Like, he doesn't even chew it. Like, they don't chew it. They don't chew the hot dog. He doesn't chew it. He just legit drinks it, like swallows it. Like,
crazy.
It's insane. It's insane. And they call him he's like the Tom Brady of football, the LeBron James of basketball. He's for the, eating. Joey Chestnut is that person for eating competition.
15 out of the last 16, I think it's mustard belts is what they call it.
They said he devoured 18,000 calories. I think it was 18,000 calories.
That's crazy.
In 10 minutes. In 10 minutes.
Crazy.
I wonder what's his what does he do after? Does he go straight to the bathroom or how does his digestive
Did you see his post game?
No, I haven't.
He said he's going to go home, chug a few beers, just to go down with it. Just crazy. That's
insane.
It's like
his
Jokic. That's like Jokic.
Yeah.
I'm going to go play with my horses.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to go play with my horses.
Ain't even hard for him.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I could never do something like that. But, man, shout out to Joey Chestnut, man. He's doing it. Speaking of 4th of July, Jacob, man, 4th of July, of course, it's all about independence. The United States gaining its independence on 1776, July 4th, et cetera, et cetera. We all know that. Obviously, that patriotic, style, patriotic way of living still lives in all our cities today, man. So I want to ask a little bit of a trivia question.
Okay.
Man, I got something for you, so I want to see what you got. Got 5 cities. What are the top 5 most patriotic cities in the United States of America? And you got to give it to me because I know you know it.
Cities,
top 5
straight up cities, or
straight up cities,
or
man.
Towns.
Cities,
because that I ain't gonna get.
Cities, towns, whatever
you gonna name,
whatever you want to call it.
So is there gonna be some weird name, rural town in Bama?
I can't give that up to you.
I can't do this.
I can't give that up to you.
I'm gonna go. Oh man,
you got to give me 5.
5 cities.
Doesn't have to be in order. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. He's thinking real hard, ladies and gents.
I'm gonna go Dallas. Maybe.
Dallas.
Maybe?
Wrong.
No. Okay.
Shoot him out, Jacob. Shoot him out. We need him.
Okay.
Rapid fire.
Birmingham.
Wrong.
Dang.
I don't know.
Shoot.
Birmingham.
I don't know. It's in Alabama.
You got it. What do you? I'll give you one. I'll give you one just to get you get your feet wet. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Very patriotic.
Okay. Boston.
There you go. Now you're thinking. That's
Boston.
2.
Boston, Philly. I'm thinking. Pittsburgh?
Close. That I would think Pittsburgh is pretty patriotic, but it's not. It's not.
Darn.
It's not.
I don't want to say New York, but it's very big city. So
very big city, very historical city, but it's actually not on there. I was so surprised by New York. Yep. Are you tapping out?
Yeah.
You're tapping out?
Tap out.
You got the first 2 that I think that I would get also. It's Boston, Philly, which is correct. But how about the other 3? You got St. Louis. St. Louis is on there. You got Bristol, Rhode Island.
Do you know anybody from St. Louis?
I may have met maybe.
I don't know anyone from St. Louis.
I don't think I've ever met someone from St. Louis.
So whenever I was 10, I went on this trip with my mom all the way to Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And we went through Missouri.
Yeah.
And we just nicknamed it Misery because that's what it was.
Misery. I heard driving through Missouri is
because it was misery, pure
worst.
Misery. Yeah,
I heard
terrible.
It's pretty bad. There's not much going on over there when you're driving through Missouri. Man.
But hey, they over there proud of it.
They are.
That's all that matters.
Oh yeah, I'm not judging. I've never been to St. Louis or Missouri, so hey, St. Louis natives, hey, if you guys say something...
St. Louis natives hit us up so that way we know you exist.
How about Bristol? The other 2 is Bristol, Rhode Island. I think I said that already. And Gallup. Yeah, I wouldn't get these 2 because I've never heard of these cities.
Wait. Galveston?
No, not...
Darn.
not Galveston.
Dang.
I would put that in there, though. I'll put that in there. But no, the other one is Gallup, New Mexico. Gallup, New Mexico. I think they had a lot to do with... World War II, so they kind of, latch on to, what happened there and stuff like that. They have a lot of ties to American history. But yeah, those are the top 5 most patriotic cities. Man, let's move on to the next segment. Let's see what we got here. Actually, I think we actually have to go to break.
Okay.
It is our break, Jacob. And when we come back, we got a lot to talk about. How about college basketball, those Kentucky Wildcats? We always try to, fit them in and talk a little bit about what they got going on. They'll be facing Miami this upcoming year, so that's going to be fun to see. And then we'll be talking about Lexington Burger Week. How about that? You ready for some burgers next week?
You know what? Yeah.
I don't know if I am. I had too many burgers over the
I haven't
4th of
had
July.
any in the past 2 months, at all.
You're missing out, man. We're going to talk about your favorite spots. What's the go-to spots for if you want a delicious burger, man, in Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay.
But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Chadwick Boseman, we'll touch up a little bit about him when we come back after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to WLXU 93.9 FM, and this is What's Next Kentucky Radio. Your host, Mario Maitland. We'll be back after the break. And we are back. Guys, we're back again after the break. It's your host, Mario Maitland. I'm with one of my co-hosts, Jacob Carpenter. We're back again after the break. We talked about a lot, 4th of July. Let's get into some burgers, man, because there's burgers. It's Lexington Burger Week. That's why we're talking about it, ladies and gentlemen. So it's from July 10th to the 16th. I actually remember this week last year. I remember when it was Burger Week. It was a pretty cool week. I didn't go to too many places, but I did have a few burgers here and there. But man, I'm excited for this week. There's a lot of good burgers in town, man. What's your favorite?
Favorite?
What's your favorite spot to go to?
Favorite?
Or I don't even want to put you on the spot there. How about give me some? Yeah, give me some top choices, places to go that has the best burgers.
You could go anywhere for $15, $20 burger. It's good. It's great. You should go to Charlie Brown's.
Charlie Brown's. Is this in Lexington?
It's like $11.
Okay.
It's in the Chevy Chase Avenue complex.
Yeah.
So low key. The patties are thick.
I was gonna say very low key. I haven't heard about
it's
Charlie
so
Brown's.
No one talks about it.
No one talks about it. Man, they gotta definitely. I don't know. Do a little bit more advertising.
Their patties are thick, man.
Yeah.
And they're good. They're juicy. They have a lot of options. And it's not just burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, have you ever tried Brew Burgers? There's a place that's it's near the Palomar area. It's called Brew Burgers, if I'm saying it. I hope I'm saying it right, but yeah,
I haven't, but I've been wanting to.
They have pretty good burgers, and I like the burgers. Like, the burgers are good, but like the style of the restaurant itself is very unique. Like, you got a restaurant
What's it like?
It's like, I guess, like, man, it's hard to explain. Like, you walk in and the outside of the restaurant is like right in front of you. So you walk in, obviously the outside is right in front of you. That was dumb by me. But yeah, it's like a hangout. It's a hangout space in front of the restaurant. And you walk in, and then when you get in, I don't want to say it's modern. It's more of like
an open plan.
Yeah. Is
it like floral kind of?
It's a lot of wood, a lot of like, it feels elegant, but it feels like it has a chill vibe.
Okay.
Like, it's a good mixture in between the two.
I can get with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Brew Burgers, man. Like, you should try that out, and it's really good. Like, they have great sides. The burgers are pretty good. I would say I haven't been there in a while, so I'm definitely gonna have to check it out. Well, what else?
Okay. I've only been there once, but that's because I like to try out new stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And it's quite far from campus, but Harry's is pretty good.
Harry's
has
can't go
good
wrong
burgers.
with Harry's.
They're affiliated with Drake's, Malone's, because it's the Bluegrass Hospitality Group.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. They also have sushi, and I love some sushi.
If you're a sushi fan, you got to go check out Harry's. Yeah, they got.
There's
a
lot of good sushi spots in Lex, but there's only two, which is Harry's and Drake's, that have burgers and sushi.
Yeah, Harry's is like I haven't heard anybody really that doesn't really like Harry's. Like, I haven't heard about anyone who doesn't really like it. They consistently have good food across their menu, whether it's burgers, sushi, like you said, chicken, like steak or whatever. Like, they have like good food. Like, they're known to have like you can't go wrong if you go to Harry's for lunchtime or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool to see, man. Any others you want to shout out to? I guess your top.
Shout out Drake's,
yeah,
and shout out Bear and the Butcher as well.
Bear and the Butcher
in the Chevy Chase Avenue complex as well.
That's around there, right?
It's actually right across from Charlie Brown's.
Yeah, Bear and the Butcher. I've been there actually a few times. not bad. I like their setup as well. These restaurants, there's a lot of unique restaurants in Lexington that a lot of people don't, they don't really know about or notice.
Since we're going to be talking about it next, I think. But
yeah.
lunches, Bear and the Butcher, I went and got wings. They were like $9 for a pound or like $10 for a pound.
That's not bad.
It was like an appetizer, okay?
Wings are typically really expensive.
They were big,
Yeah, they get
but
expensive.
the server said, we have a special today. You buy 1 pound. Today, it was like after 5 or something, you get a second pound for free.
Okay.
So I munched up on that. Had some leftovers, and they were delicious.
Pretty good
That's
deal,
a great
man.
deal.
That's a pretty good deal, man. We're going to talk about like some deals that are around town that people can, grab lunch for like $10 or less. We'll talk about that next. But before we even like move on to our next segment, man, like I guess like what are your go-to toppings, Jake? And I'm going to give mine when you're making a burger. What do you have to have on if you want an amazing tasting burger? Jacob, what's the toppings, man? I'll give you mine.
If you're just looking for that savory, juicy burger feeling, for me, it's just the burger or the patty and then cheese. But most of the time, I'm not digging that.
Yeah.
I want it all.
Oh, yeah.
So give me the lettuce, tomato, onion, and then sauce, depending on what I'm feeling for that day. But
I feel it.
most of the time, I'm just feeling the classic lettuce,
You're a
tomato,
classic
onion.
guy. Yeah, you like it classic. You get your healthy items on there. Yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, I got to get the lettuce, tomato. But I like to shake it up a little bit. I like to throw some green peppers on there. Throw some onions, grilled onions. You can't go wrong with grilled onions on the burger. No mustard. I can't do I can't do any mustard. I'm sorry. It's just not my thing. Sorry for all the, mustard lovers out there. Don't kill me. But yeah, I can't do mustard. But yeah, I do grilled peppers, grilled onions.
Grilled onions go pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like grilled peppers because I like fajitas.
The thing about
I love fajitas.
The thing about the onions, I feel like I have to make them though. Like I can't, I'm really weird about someone else and putting it on the burger. I have to see it and be like, okay, I cooked it, grilled to the right.
It's good.
To the right texture.
It's like clear but not like mushy. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to have the right texture on those onions, man. But yeah, let's move on to our next segment. We got. We just talked about it, kind of. What can you get around Lexington, for lunch with $10 or less in Lexington, Kentucky? There's a lot of different places, man, that I want to talk about. How about we'll start off with Lex Live, man? Those guys got a lot of daily food specials, half-priced appetizers, kind of like you said at Bear and the Butcher. Lex Live has those as well. But yeah, they have a $9.90 lunch menu every weekday for people to just go check out, I believe. So
I need to check that out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Lex Live's a pretty cool place, man. But yeah, they have those. What about you? Like, what are your favorite go-tos for like lunch? If any folks is looking to go to lunch tomorrow and spend less than $10.
Well, I like local taco, but odds are if you go there, you're gonna spend a little bit more than $10.
How about
if you're trying to stay under $10, I would suggest getting the guacamole if you're into that, because theirs is good. It's not blended up in a blender.
Local Tacos is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Local Tacos is like hand mixed guacamole. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Speaking of guacamole, there's also El Asadero, which is new to Lex.
Where is that at? I've never. El Asadero.
It's like behind the Fayette Mall.
Okay.
It's like between the
I've heard of
cinema.
Yeah, that's right.
And
I've heard good things about that place.
It's insane.
Yeah,
I've heard insane.
I've heard their drinks menu is pretty diverse. Like they have lots of different choices for drinks. And
I talk about it a lot with like some friends of mine, with you, but like Lex is missing out on wings. Like I think Bear and the Butcher is the only place for good wings.
Oh man, but you're missing out.
But this place is a Mexican restaurant, but they make probably the best wing I've ever had.
You're missing out. How about
their buffalo sauce is flaming hot. It is so good.
Okay, I was gonna say the wing. I think the wing. We're growing in the wing department.
The wing game sucks, but we're getting better.
We got Wing King. They're pretty good.
Wing King is pretty good.
Wing King is pretty good. I was gonna say they're pretty good. They're growing as well, man. Shout out to Wing King. Holy cow, man, they're growing. But yeah, Wing King's over there. I think choices of wings, yeah.
Do you got any more lunch spots that you like?
How about Java Jukebox? I think they're good. Pretty.
You know,
good.
we love some Java Jukebox.
We love Java Jukebox.
I was just there today.
Yeah. I know that's a very popular hangout for students. You know, to just go there, get some homework done or whatever the case may be, studying time or whatever the case may be. They hang out Java Jukebox. I still haven't tried their very popular burrito, breakfast
you need
burrito.
To...
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty good, so I'm gonna have to check that out.
I saw a few people ordering it today, and they loved it.
Man, I'm gonna have to go maybe tomorrow. I'll get up tomorrow morning. Get a little quick breakfast burrito from Java Jukebox. But yeah, there's a lot of different places, I guess I would say, man, that have those lunches. So you guys just have to look around. Goodfellas is another place that you can check out. I'm sure they have some good stuff like pizzas to salad. Their menu's pretty wide.
We're just putting everybody on the map, aren't we?
I guess we are. I guess we are. I guess we are putting everybody on the map in the Lexington community, man. That's what we're all about, man. But moving on, I want to talk a little bit about, before we go, we got a little bit of time left. Wish we would have, a little bit more to talk to you guys. But like I said, we come every Thursday. We are going to work on, making our episodes a little bit longer in the future. But right now, we're 30 minutes in. But yeah, we talked about a lot. We covered a lot. But before we go, our last segment, I want to touch a little bit about Kentucky basketball. And they're heading to Canada in a few weeks, I believe, 2-3 weeks. They're going to head to Canada. But, I've noticed, Jacob, that, they signed, why did I say signed? They added on Miami Hurricanes to match up against next season for the ACC.
I think it's a pretty good matchup.
ACC-SEC matchup. Pretty good. A lot of fans are saying should have been Duke.
I'm tired of seeing Duke, man. Tired of seeing Duke, North Carolina.
Are you tired of them? Tired of seeing them beat us?
Well, I think the parity in basketball last year was good for the sport.
Yeah.
And not saying I want to see more of it, but I want to see less of the same teams.
Okay.
Other than Kentucky, of course. Obviously.
Yeah. We need Kentucky to be up there, man. But I think this year they're going to be pretty good. But yeah, they got Miami matched up. Miami's no sleeper team. They're coming off of a really good team as well. Let's see. There's a lot going on. Yeah. But what do you think about the season for next year? Obviously, the schedule's coming out. It's not finalized, but we're getting close to it being finalized. What's your thoughts on the schedule?
I have it right here. I'm not sure everybody that they're playing, but I know that they're Gonzaga, Arkansas, all them SEC teams, a few out of conference, Miami.
Yep.
A lot of teams. I think maybe Ohio State, but this team's going to be pretty good.
I think yeah.
If you look at this team compared to other past teams, when have we had a dog? I don't remember it. The last dog for me was P.J. Washington.
Okay.
And that was like one of my favorite players.
Dog as in a go-getter, a guy who's...
As in who just fights to win, who cares.
Yeah, I was going to say...
I haven't seen a Wildcat care since... since
PJ.
Not to undermine their work ethic, but I guess it's more of a nod to their attitude.
Okay.
To their personality.
Okay.
And I think other people can get behind that.
No, I understand what you're saying. I agree. I'm not gonna say I do agree with you on some level as far as like having a dog. I think we have. I always say it to everyone that talks about him is DJ Wagner. He has that motor. Like I said this a few episodes ago. The guy has the motor. I'm excited to see him play in Canada. And then another guy who I think might step up this year is Adu Thiero. I think he's up for a big season. He's big. Say he grew 3 or 4 inches. So I'm excited to see that. Even though these days when the off season pops up, it's like every now and then
headlines go crazy.
Headlines go crazy that there's some player that has grown 3 or 4 inches, whether it's in the NBA or in college basketball.
Point guard is now 7 foot.
Yeah. But yeah, they said Adu Thiero has grown a little bit, but I think him taking a bigger role this year. I think he's up for a big year. So
yeah, me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for today. You're listening to WLXU 93.9 FM. This is What's Next Kentucky Radio. I'm your host, Mario Maitland, with my co-host, Jacob Carpenter. We are actually going to be back again next Thursday We'll have Malik Winfrey back on again as well. We might have Jacob come join us as well. Might throw in a special guest as well, so stay tuned. I want to keep you guys on your toes, all right? But you're listening to WLXU 93.9 FM. Give us a follow. If you missed this live on the radio, it'll be up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we'll get it up on YouTube as well for you guys to watch. So stay tuned.